everybody, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here and a new subscriber, viewer, or just stopping by to see what ideas I can give you, my name is Elizabeth. On my channel I love to do some DIYs, upcycling on furniture, cleaning, organizing. However, I mainly do my vlogs and where you get to see a little bit of my everyday life. I am a mother of two, a busy working mom, and I also have a home that I need to keep up with. And right now, if you've been seeing my vlogs, I'm in the middle of planning my daughter's Quinceanera. My oldest will be turning 15 this year, and I've done smaller parties, birthday parties, baptisms, baby showers, but this is the biggest party I have ever planned before. And prior, for me planning this, I tried to look for a little bit of videos to help me. Where should I start? What should I do first? And I could not find anything. So I was like, it would be pretty nice to make a series for you guys on all my ups and downs, everything I'm going through, and where I started. I think it would be really nice for all the other moms out there who need a few ideas and can't figure where to start. I'm here to help you. So on this first part of our series, I think I'm going to talk about the most important things that you need to get done in the first year. But I mean the first year, I mean as soon as you start planning, these are the few things that I think you need to already have reserved, put your deposit down, or even looking for, because these things are the ones that the dates get taken by so quickly. But before we start planning, before we jump into it, I want to say the first main thing that you need to do is set a budget. Set a budget, start saving way before the quinceañera. I would say 2 or even 3 years ahead of when the party will be. We do not realize how quickly your budget is going to go up. You might set a certain budget, and then before you know it, you've already totally passed that, and that's what happened to us already. So I had a budget. It's definitely not there. We've gone past it, and I didn't realize how quickly things were adding up. And then when I realized it, it was too late. But some of these things are things that I didn't know about, so that's why I wanted to make the series. So I would say put a budget, but save up more than that. And I say that because one of the things that happened to me was I put the deposit down for the venue, but then they called me and said I also needed to leave not a deposit but like a security, just in case something were to happen at the venue during the party. Somebody broke a window, a door, something like that. That payment right there would take care of any damages. So that's something I wasn't expecting. I was only expecting to put down a deposit, and then it turns out I also had to put a deposit side for damages, which I will get back. God forbid anything happened during the party, but I will be getting that money back at the end of the party. But that's something I wasn't calculating in my budget. So that's why I mean go a little bit higher. That way you have that little wiggle room in case of an emergency, in case something else pops up that you weren't thinking about. That's nice. Luckily I did have that extra to bounce on just in case I needed it, and that's what saved me from trying to figure out later where was I gonna get the rest of the money to pay for all these extra costs that came in that I was not expecting. So once we figured out the budget and we kind of know what we have to play with, we also have to think about the color and theme. Most of the girls, most of the quinceañeras, they've already, got that down. They already know the color, what they want, how it's going to be. They've been dreaming about this. Most of their mini teenage years already, going into their 15s. They already know what they want. However, if you have, a daughter that's changed her color like maybe 3 times, yeah, that's happened. See, the thing is, you might be like, I love this color, but then when you put the color on you as a dress, maybe it doesn't suit you as well as you thought it did. So one thing I would recommend is going, not dress shopping, but hunting just to try on dresses to see how the color looks on your skin. Luckily, my daughter, she's very, I want to say, on the paler side, so a lot of colors really do look good on her. Her main thing is trying not to have the color repeated from past family quinceañeras, and she did go from royal blue to red, and then we finally landed on emerald green, which will be her color for her quinceañera. Also, the theme that she always had is going to be the Enchanted Forest theme, and I want to say it's going to be a little bit different because most Enchanted Forest themes are on the brighter side. She's doing of a little bit more moody, more darker. I think it's very beautiful and elegant. For most of the pictures that we've been able to gather together, you know, to put together for her, the person who's decorating for us, it looks really, really nice. The colors just go together with the emerald green, and then, you know, everything is just looking really, really nice so far. So once we have that down, once we, you know, you have the theme, once you have your dress picked out, we can move on to one of the main things, your dress. We decided to get my daughter's dress a year before her quinceañera, and unfortunately we could not get her dress made. We live like about an hour away from where we're gonna be having the quinceañera, so I didn't want to risk them not making her dress properly, and she couldn't go in to try the dress to make sure everything is being, you know, made to her. So we had to buy a dress that was already made, you know, that fit her nicely. If it needed any tweaking, it could be done in a matter of a month, because she will be flying out way before I am to get anything, you know, fixed on the dress. Luckily, we were able to find a dress when we were out in Arizona the past year. We went in July, so we literally were dress shopping a year before her quinceañera. We were able to find her dress, which is very beautiful. This, I want to say past month, she came up with the idea of adding some things to her dress, and luckily the seamstress said yes, those are things that can be added, and they will be, you know, adding those final details on it, and I'm very happy they can do that. Like I said, she is flying way before, so she'll have a chance to try on the dress. She's very tall for her age, so she'll be able to see if she needs to let the hem down a little bit more or if it's nice. She won't be putting on like extravagant high heels for the shoe exchange. She's just going to be doing some kitten heels, something nice, and through her quinceañera she will have Converse on, her tennis shoes on. So she's not gonna have super high heels on during the quinceañera, which that shouldn't be too much of a problem, she said, because, you know, when she put it on, it was already pretty long, and I don't think they're gonna have a problem fixing it. So once you have your dress ready, or actually find it, I would definitely purchase it, because you might not find one, and I would hate, you know, for you to go down the line trying to find a dress and you cannot find a dress. If you're one of the lucky ones and you're able to go to the seamstress, you know, constantly to try it on, do that, because I've seen so many beautiful dresses made. Like I said, we were lucky to find a dress that was actually on my daughter's list, so we're very, very happy about that. So yeah, after you know, got your dress, I would definitely put the deposit down and start paying it in payments, just the same like we did, or you can just go ahead and pay for the whole dress if that's what you would like. Once we have purchased the dress or put a deposit down for your dress, I would say the most second important thing would be your venue. Where are you planning to have the venue? For us, it was a little bit more difficult to try to find one because, like I said, we don't live too close to the area where the quinceañera will be held. So we had to go to different venues to look around. We had a certain place we wanted, or not place, but thing that we wanted for the venue. We will be holding it in Arizona, and if you guys know, Arizona is very, very hot, especially June, July, August are the hottest months, and I did not want a party outside. I wanted something inside with the AC, so when everybody's dancing, and even my daughter, who's going to be having this huge dress, you know, isn't sweating her makeup off, isn't sweating in the dress, and is feeling uncomfortable. I want my guests to be comfortable, and I want my daughter to be comfortable. So my main thing was finding a venue that had AC. This was actually a lot harder I mean, than we expected, because a lot of the venues over there were actually outside venues. Like everybody had it in the outside, and we visited one first. It was very beautiful, had AC. It only had one minor detail. It had a pool right outside. So a lot of our family has children, and it's one of, you know, things I was kind of worried about. I don't want any, you know, child running off and nobody realize it and then they jump in the pool. So that's not something I want to worry about during my daughter's quinceañera. So we decided not to go for that venue. We ended up going to a second venue. It was very, very big. She was in the I was very older ages, I want to say, and unfortunately because of that, you could smell it in the air. You could smell the paint, you know, it just felt older, and the flooring was coming up. The only beautiful detail it had, and if everything else would have been kept up, you know, the paint, the floors, the bathrooms, we would have gone with it. It had a beautiful staircase. It wrapped down, so I could just imagine my daughter coming from the top, coming all the way down in her beautiful dress the day of her quinceañera. Unfortunately, like I said, we did not choose that place because of how old, and just I didn't like how dark it looked inside. We ended up going to a third venue all on the same day, and we were all blown away. My daughter, myself, my mom, and my two sisters that went with us, we all fell in love with this venue. It has a little garden outside in case, you know, somebody does want to step outside and get some fresh air. It's there. But it's just gorgeous. Like I said, I was speechless. It was beautiful. It has these beautiful waterfalls and water fountains, and it was just wow. Inside it was huge. It had an area for the stage already for the you know, whoever we're gonna put DJ or music. It had an area for that. It had a kitchen already set up for when we get everything ready, you know, for the food. And then the bathrooms, like I said, the way your bathroom looks, it's how your kitchen is. So the bathrooms were gorgeous. They are, you know, beautiful. They're clean, they're neat. They had everything you needed, little mini soaps, little mini towels. They had this beautiful chair in the corner where I know the guests are gonna take pictures while they're in the bathroom, because who doesn't like to take a selfie in the mirror? And I was like, wow, like all of this looks clean, it looks nice. So we decided to go for this venue. We cannot wait to see how everything comes out, because I have so many ideas, but you know how sometimes your ideas don't come out on paper. I just can't wait to see how all of this starts to come to life in this venue. So once we found the venue, we were super excited, and we couldn't wait to start getting everything ready for this. But there was more details. I needed to find out what type of food we were gonna give out during the party. A lot of people tend to go with the platters, you know, they already have a little bit of chicken and steak and salad and maybe some gravy and this and that. Some of these plates look very beautiful, but sometimes it's not as good, I want to say. And since I know that my family has a lot of children, like I said, and some of our kids, even my kids, are very, very picky. I didn't want us to get some type of food that we weren't gonna like, that the kids were gonna like, that the quinceañera wasn't gonna like. So I opted out for a buffet style of food. It's actually gonna be like a taco bar, but it's the way they showed it to me in pictures looked so pretty. So you're just gonna go up, and it's not serve yourself. They will serve it for you and then hand you the plate. But it is food that I know will be eaten. Who doesn't like tacos? Who doesn't like rice and beans, sopes and quesadillas? Like, those are foods that I know my children are gonna eat, and I know that by the end of the night, I know there's nothing going to be left. Like, everything is going to be eaten. So I really can't wait to see the setup, because the pictures I've gotten the food looks delicious. My mom actually went for me because I'm so far away. She's the one who's been helping me a lot. Thank you so much, Mom. She's been helping me, you know, put deposits down and going to places, and just even my aunt also doing me a lot of favors. Thank y'all guys so much. But they actually went to taste the food just to see, you know, what steaks and what things they were gonna put. My little brother is very, very picky, and my mom told me he ate 3 tacos in one sitting. So if my little brother liked that food, I know for a fact my guests are gonna love it, including my daughter, because she might be the quinceañera, but she's very, very picky with her food, and if she liked it, I know she's going to like it too. So I'm happy that she'll be able to enjoy her meal on her special day. Once we had the venue ready, we needed to find somebody who's going to decorate it. I was very lucky to find somebody who had worked with one of my family members prior, also for a quinceañera. They will be helping us out, you know, to get all of my ideas into reality. You know, the table decor, the table for the cake, the table for the quinceañera, where people are gonna be walking through, all of that, they will be taking care of that for me. I kind of opted for that also because I'm so far away. My family kept telling me, no, you cannot handle that. You're already far away enough for you to try to do that yourself. So like I said, I found somebody to decorate and do all of that for me, which was very, very helpful. So yeah, that's about it. So main things that we need to try to do for the first year, like the day you start planning, are going to be, you know, the color and theme, your budget mainly, that would be number 1, budget, color and theme, venue, your dress of course, food, and who's gonna decorate for you. So those are the main things that you want to have already set and ready the first month of you starting to plan the quinceañera. Because like I said before, the dates do tend to, you get filled up pretty quickly, and these are the main things that you want to have, you know, sure that you know that you're going to have and they are ready, and you're not trying to find, you know, these things last moment and they are not the way you want them to be. So if you guys have any more questions that I didn't answer for this first part, leave me your comments down below. I'll try to help you as much as I can. If I haven't been through that situation yet, I'll try to see, you know, if anybody else that I know might know of anything. But yeah, that's about it for this first part. Second part that we will be doing will be like what to have ready in the 5 months in already, what you should have 5 months prior to the quinceañera. That's what will be second and part 2. And yeah, I hope you guys liked this video, gave you a few ideas. I was able to help you a little bit to get started. And yes, we will see you in the second part. I'll see you guys in my next vlog. Y'all guys have a wonderful day. Bye.